Love.
It looked like we live.
Love.
Yo, yo, yo. We live. Back in the building. Chop Shop brought to you by the Director's Den. This is episode
What up? What up? What
43.
up? What up?
We back
We're good with it.
checking in with the team. It's been a minute. We ain't had a
Hey,
couple hot routes, couple audibles, but Omaha, we made it tonight.
said
So we
no
gonna
shows. Couple of no shows.
listen. It's life, brother. It's life. Ain't nobody tripping. How was It's been a minute though, but we're gonna start it off with you with the girl dad hoodie on. How was your Father's Day?
Well, Father's Day, man, it's always good for her, because you get a different type of attention that you normally don't get. Normally dad usually, well, it feel like I ain't gonna say normally, you always trying to just take every box off. So I had a good Father's Day, good breakfast, got some good gifts. Saw some sentimental value with how my girl spoke to me and my son as well, my wife as well. So I had a great Father's Day to be real, and it's always good, especially when we get up in the church and see all the other dads. You say Happy Father's Day about 1,000 times, but it all be attached with love, man. And so it was good for me for real.
AJ, what you do for Father's Day? How was it?
Um, y'all know Father's Day for me every year is very emotional. I lost my father. It's been 11 years now. Actually, his death anniversary is this Friday. So, I lost my father 2 weeks after Father's Day, and it was rough. So, I try to get my days to get better. So it was cool. I was told to, cherish my kids in these moments, allow them to love on me the way that I need to be loved on, and that's what they did. So the missus and the kids, they made me feel very welcomed and very appreciated, and I couldn't ask for
Yeah,
nothing better.
that's dope. That's dope to actually sit there and receive that love, though. You know what I'm saying? For it to be poured out, for you to be able to smell your flowers, so to speak, to get your flowers while you can still smell them, so to speak. So that's love. I think EJ then got some of that Cleveland water in his phone, so I'm gonna wait till he till he dry his
Why? But
phone
why do
out.
we
But
gotta be Cleveland water though? Why
bruh,
can't it
that's where you.
be? Oh
Is
yeah,
that
it
not where you
was.
was
It was
at?
crazy. I was. That was that Edgewater. It was sounding crazy. It was a little different.
You he was definitely on Cleveland, some lakefront up there, sir.
I,
But
I think he dropped off to get some
nah,
medicine. I think he said EJ. I think he said he dropped had to get some medicine or something.
damn, he got the type 2 heebie-jeebies. But nah, my Father's Day was cool though. My daughter made me a handmade card, one of her gifts, and she got me some other
Ain't
things
those
too.
always
So
the best though? Ain't those
yeah,
always the
man,
best ones, man?
yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate cards anyway. Like gifts is cool, don't get me wrong, but what I keep over
Oh,
time, I got a whole thing of cards.
you a card guy, huh?
Yeah, for
You
sure.
like
Because
cards?
whatever gift somebody give me, don't get me wrong, it's cool, but the words, you know what I'm saying, the sentiments is usually, holidays and things like that is when people usually, you know what I mean, let those type of things out. So I cherish those. I got birthday cards from my mom still. I got all type of cards for real. I got cards from my high school graduation still.
Okay,
Mm.
that's what's up.
Yeah, but I don't know where EJ went, man. But we gonna keep this thing rolling, man. What's one of the things that y'all wish that sticks with your kids, like that you lived or that you taught them? What's at least one thing? I know it's more than one, but what's at least one thing that you want your kids to take from you as a father?
For me, I'll just say, don't don't sell yourself short. Like, just at least try to be all you can be. Try to tap into all your potential. Don't feel like you can't do this or you can't do that. That's big with me and my, especially with my girls right now. Just the whole analogy of moving mountains. Like, I talk to Kelly about that a lot, just with everything that she tried to tackle. So that's the thing I'm trying to implement with them is just showing them like, okay, if this is what you want to do. It takes X, Y, and Z to get there. Don't just say, oh, I tried it, I can't do it. Like, no, we're gonna keep trying until we at least start getting better until we eventually do it. So it's just pushing them
Yeah.
to that stepping stone process, man, and just knowing that sometimes you're gonna get it day one, sometimes you're not gonna get it on day one, but that don't mean you can't make it to day 30 and just keep getting better up until that day.
Mm.
What about you, Young? That boy drive like he just hit a lick.
Yeah. Listen.
That boy hit on the
His head,
swivel like he
his
ducking
head
the
left and
cops.
right every. Is they still behind me?
He like old boy on Don't Be a Menace. He hit the bank lick. He got
I don't even know if he can even hear it. Oh well. He'll tap back in somehow, some way. But the
right.
one thing, or not the one thing, one of the things that I want to pass down to my daughter or her to pick up from me is just integrity, like who you are, your character. You know what I'm saying? Being at the top. Like it doesn't really. I ain't gonna say it doesn't matter, but like when it comes to the example that I use, like her in gymnastics now. So she's starting something new, so she has a little bit of like fear and hesitation. And I told her like, I'm just happy that you showed up. Like you're not gonna get it on the first try. Like the results matter, but the fact that you continue to get back up there and you continue to try, that's what matters most to me. Like eventually you'll become better at this like you was with cheerleading, ballet, everything else you tried your hand at. But definitely that integrity piece, man. Trying to get that into her for sure.
Mm. Oh, that's real. That ain't taught enough nowadays. You can tell too, like kids just be acting any old kind of way. They don't care. And even the
Right.
parents, man, like they'd be like, I don't care what mine do. I'm gonna ride for mine. Like, man, no, if mine do something wrong, they do something wrong, man. Like, I don't care about all that. We'll deal with everything else behind closed doors, but wrong is wrong. Like, if you wrong, you wrong. I'm not
Yeah.
about to be looking like no fool with you because you want to be an idiot. Nah, we
No,
ain't doing that.
not at all. Not at all. You see that they just passed that curfew bill for Columbus earlier today, where the
What's the time?
kids
I
that's
didn't even see it.
under 13 got to be at the crib by 9, and then 13 through 17 got to be in the house by 10, and then the penalties is like a $50 fine, and the parents get 10 hours of community service. So it's like
The parents? That's tough.
I was like, man, I like that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it holds the parents accountable. Like, hey, bro, come get your kid. Like your
They
kid is
do.
down here running up a muck. So now every time your kid get in trouble, you got 10 of them things on the shelf, which is funny. But hey,
Man, that's
it,
no,
it,
that
it's
remind
a
me because
shame.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I got caught for curfew like 2 or 3 times in Toledo back in the day, boy. And my mom left me down there one of them times. Like, no, y'all keep him because he keep want to get caught out late. Like, no, y'all keep him. Like, and she definitely wasn't doing no 10 hours. No, I had to do community service. I'm on the side of the road with the vest on, looking like I'm fresh out the joint on a work release, picking it, picking up trash. Then they had me one time at the
Man,
police station washing cars and cleaning up horse dookie and all that, man. Trying to
they
be
was
out kicking
they
it.
was hey, they was running it up with y'all as indentured service. Like, hey,
Man, what?
come.
Straight
How's
labor.
y'all doing anything? But
Man.
I don't know where. But to pivot the conversation real quick, they called me Crystal Ball Clee. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to David Swain, Columbus, Ohio's own, Afrocentric
Oh
zone.
man.
You
You
know what
ain't
I'm
lying.
saying?
Shout out to the kid. Yeah. Shout out to my
Yeah,
dude, man. That was crazy seeing that happen. That was dope. Still, even seeing it now when a post come up, I'm like, that's crazy. That boy really
yeah,
in the league, and he on my favorite team. So that was a double whammy for me.
bruh, that's the double up for sure. Like, have you
Man,
has
what?
anybody talked to him since he got drafted? Like from y'all's
I
coaching
mean,
staff?
yeah, like it'd be a couple of people tapping in with him, just getting insight on what's going on. It's just that boy's super busy. You know how that go after that draft happened, especially when you first
Oh, for
round.
sure.
That first 7 days, boy, press and
It's a whirlwind.
photo shoots and crazy workouts and man, all that, bro. So he getting put through the ringer, man. But the one thing about him, man. He's super calibrated, bro. He always been like that since I met him in high school. Like he's strategic for real. Like he thinks stuff out, and only he rarely makes like a especially when it comes to being professional. Like to the point where he didn't even want to get no tattoos until he got out of high school and got to a certain level of college because he knew he was gonna be a brand. He was like, man, I'm just gonna hold off on tattoos and stuff, man, and kind of just sit back and and then he had some good people in his corner like especially with like Bates and the staff and even his family, you know what I'm saying? So he was one of them kids
Yeah,
though. It was just like you saw it on him and then he realized it was on him and after that it was just man, sky is no limit for him. So I'm happy for dude.
yeah, for sure. I love it because it give kids here something tangible to see. You know what I'm saying? Like they can always see somebody, you know what I'm saying, going to the league, but to see somebody that's from the city, you know what I'm saying? City League didn't go the OCC way. You know, shout out to that. You know what I mean? No hate on that because um the one girl that played for the I think the Seattle Storm, she from the OCC. But the point is, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a great example for kids to be able to. That's something that they can reach out and touch. You know what I'm saying? And then him being top 15, like in Chicago ain't that far away, so that worked out all the way around.
Man, what? That ain't nothing but that's a brief trip for real. And even
Yeah,
crazier, Afrocentric right now, they got okay, now him, he's in the NBA, but we also got a girl that's in the WNBA from Afrocentric.
yeah, that's what it is. I'm thinking about Pick Central. Yeah, she was like the number two player in the country or number two pick or something like that.
She got the Gatorade Player of the Year when she was in high school, went to Tennessee, Jordan Horston.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, so yep, she in the league too right now. So they both from Afrocentric, which is crazy.
Bruh. And then you got in the Styles brothers out there in the OCC. It's like these kids
Mm-hmm.
is really having examples, you know what I'm saying, that they can reach out and touch and see like it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
it's possible.
man.
Young,
Young, can
young,
you
Did
you
you
hear
see
us?
back?
the interview that they did? You see the interview that they did with each other?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
talking
that
about
was
Sonny and
funny.
Dalen.
Yeah, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like the love is still there. You know what I mean? Like that's rough. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I'm trying to think. What was the question we asked before this? Oh, it was remember
Oh,
Clee had the question was what's one
I did
thing
want to piggyback
that
on.
she
I did. What
okay
What's one thing that I would tell my kids now?
that you
what's
want
one
your
thing that you
what you
want
want to
I
stick with
that
your
you want?
think
kids?
Yeah,
um I think that one thing that I would honestly say to my children would probably be control your emotions. Um,
mm,
allow your emotions to be controlled in situations. Don't be overzealous in certain situations. Um, don't be afraid to fail. Try everything. Learn who you are. Um, because at the end of the day, I think that being able to control your emotions, being able to control your temper, your attitude, you know, I think that's extremely important when it comes to how you be able to navigate yourself in this world. Like people are going to look at you based on how you move. People are going to look at you based on how you are in certain situations, people are gonna look at you and feel like if they can get you out your hookup, or if they can have you not controlling your emotions. And I think for me, that was something that I struggled with as a kid. Like as a kid, I struggled with allowing somebody to get the best of me and my emotions being completely out of whack. So when that would happen, that would put me in a situation where I would feel like my back is up against the wall. It caused me to be super angry, super upset. Now I see some of them same sentiments in my son, but I just really wish I would have worked on him being. But now that's what we focused on. Him being able to control himself, his emotions. Same thing with my daughters. Like for them to be able to just not be taken advantage of, for them to be able to stand in rooms, public speaking, all of those different things. Some of the things that when I was a kid I wasn't taught. You know what I'm saying? That I learned. Not when I say I wouldn't say it was too late, but I just wish I had some of the confidence and I knew some of the things that I know now when I was a little bit younger.
So if it was some things that I'm gonna kind of segue off of that, what you just said right there, Young, is so if it was some things that, wasn't taught to you, what are some of those things that you taught yourself that you're going, what I'm saying, gonna pass down to them? Like what's some things that were self-taught, self-made?
Well, when I grew up, growing up in the hood, it wasn't always taught to be respectful to adults. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't always
Mm,
taught to listen to adults. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't always taught to not call females out their name. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, these are all things that maybe when I was a kid that I did. Also trying to teach my son not to be a womanizer. You know, teaching my daughter self worth. You know what I mean? So, and I've learned those things through just trial and tribulation through life. You know, even when I caught my case, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was slick. You can't get away with everything. You know, what happens in the dark will come to light. I learned that the hard way. But I
the
learned all of
chickens
these
will come
things like
home to
mi-
roost.
the military did teach me a lot. Like the military lightweight broke me down, rebuilt me as how I seen things as a man. Now did I still have some faults after I got out of the military, of course, but I think the military really shaped me, and God put me in a position to be able to coach and mentor children. I think that changed my whole trajectory on how I view things also. Because now I'm able to try to correct some of these same mistakes that I made as a kid, but also understand why some of these kids are the way that they are.
Yeah, for sure. One of the things that one of the things I had to teach myself about, I don't even know about fatherhood, but about, I guess, just in life, is that balance of masculinity and vulnerability. Well, you know what I'm saying, to maintain your being on your square, you know what I'm saying, and being on your job, but also at the same time realizing that you're a human being. You know what I'm saying? And that you're gonna go through stuff and you're gonna need help, you know what I mean? But at the same time, doing that like a man, which is a tough balance at times, because coming up, it was just all manhood, you know what I'm saying, or all masculinity rather, you know what I'm saying. Don't cry, you know what I'm saying. Suck it up. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You know what I'm saying. Like you fall down, bruise yourself. You can't even nurse your wound. You know, like you gotta nurse your wound
Man.
by your lonesome late at night. But as you grow up and you get older, you realize, like, bruh, I'm a human, whether I'm a male or female. If I fall down on the ground and bust my knee, that's gonna hurt. Telling me to suck it up and be a man doesn't define me, you know what I mean, my masculinity or my manhood. So that was one thing I really had to kind of teach myself, was just that balance, that it ain't all it ain't all leather. It's not all lace. You know what I'm saying? It's a combination of the two.
That's real though. Especially that healing by yourself part. Like, yeah, it hit
Man,
different. That hit different for sure. Um, One thing I'll say that I had to learn on my own, man, when is as I got older. And this is more so, especially when I started dealing with my wife, who was, wasn't my wife at the time, but I realized just a lot of my stubbornness that I had. Like, it was more of it was my way, or I could talk my way into something and make it feel like, what I'm saying, make it seem like it's her fault or whatever. So I had to learn just the damage on what that could be like when, what I'm saying, because you think you winning something because you can win an argument, because you can talk better
Mm,
about certain things, you know what I'm
mm,
saying, and spin it to your favor. But as I got older and started just looking at, especially with her, because you know what I'm saying, she was just so solid and her heart was just so pure for me. Like it really convicted me before I even really tapped in with God. Like I just got a certain type of conviction for it to where it's like, man, bro, why you doing this to her? Like she don't deserve this, bro. You gonna mess around and lose her because you just being on your high horse and you don't even know how to ride a
yeah.
horse. Like, come on, like you know what I'm saying? So like it was just like on your high horse, don't even know how to ride a horse. Like chill,
Hey,
chop.
that's a bar, right? That's a bar right there, dog. There's
Man, I'm still even
a
working.
lot of people that just fell off them horses, dog.
Man, what?
A lot,
What?
a lot.
Man, made me think about Martin on that scene, The Thin Line.
He's like, why
Man,
didn't you tell me you couldn't ride a horse? He said, I'd have told you I could ride a monkey.
man, crazy. But yeah,
Yeah, that's real.
trying to get that stubborn spirit about me, man. A lot of it too was learned just growing up, and I looked at it. I saw like when I look back at it, my upbringing, and it was what's the word? It was projected on me in a lot of ways. So then I in turn did it to other people, especially when it came to like women and trying to have my way. That was a stubborn type thing. So I thank God for just the clarity He gave me on that, man. Especially now, still at
Mm,
times it pop out every now and then, but mine was more of a conviction on spot and trying to help me just correct it and walk the right way with it.
man, that's tough, bro. That's love, though, because it's a lot of men um, that it's their way or the highway, and they ain't budging. You know what I mean? And some of them is old school, or some of them that had that example put in front of them by somebody who was old school, like them boomers. Them boomers ain't budging.
Nah,
Like
they ain't.
them, you can chalk that up. What's one of the best things that y'all's dad taught y'all?
Uh, I'll keep going and I spin it up. The one thing my dad, I say to this day, even to this day, because like my dad is not somebody who's always had like um he hasn't had like some of the things that I've been privileged to have from like a financial standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Just from the I guess the mindset of having.
Yeah.
But the thing I learned from him, my dad, is that my dad's spirit is the same all the time. Like my dad,
Mm,
whenever I talk to him, no matter what he's going through, no matter what he has or does not have, my dad is always upbeat. My dad is always carrying a light, carrying the energy. He just called me like 30 minutes ago in the car. Like, what up? Every time he called me, I know the first thing he gonna say to me. He like, what up, Cheek dog? Because his name Chico, and he always called me Cheek. His junior, he always like, what up, Cheek dog? He always called me that. And even my friends now, though, when they see my dad out in public or whatever, they're like, man, I just love your dad, man. He always happy and smiling. Whenever I see him, I just feel the love coming off of him. So that's the one thing I learned from him,
yeah.
man, is just projecting that love on how you interact with other people.
Mm. And that ain't always, and the thing about that is, like, to amplify what you just said, that ain't always an easy thing to do. Cause
Mm,
like from the outside looking in, yeah, it's like, bro, that person is always this upbeat, but it's like you don't know what the level of difficulty is today. Like the level of difficulty,
mm,
you know what I'm saying? One day is rookie, you know what I mean? In one season is rookie level, you know what I mean? To always have a smile
mm,
on your face and always show up and always be
yeah,
consistent. But then when you in the winter seasons of your life, that mug goes to all matter. You know what I'm saying? And people don't really realize, hey man, it takes a lot to be steady and to be a consistent, steady spirit. You know what I'm saying? And to be kind of like, for lack of a better term, kind of like that anchor. You know what I'm saying? Like where we know what we gonna get with you. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the
Yeah.
time, the season, what you going through, we know what we gonna get with you. It's like almost like your dad almost sound like the strong friend. You know what I mean? Where they say check on your
Mm.
strong friend, like
Yep.
he could easily be, you know what I'm saying, the person in the friend group that is always taken for granted. Like, man, he always cool. Like, bruh, he on all Madden right now, and y'all don't even know it. Like, he's smiling like it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's smiling like it's rookie level, but bro over there on all Madden fighting everything.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah. Um, one thing my dad taught me, or I'll probably say the best thing my dad taught me, and he told me this story because my father used to work in Cleveland Sunday through like Wednesday or Thursday because he built his business up there before they moved out here. My three oldest sisters was born in Cleveland, and the rest of us was born in Columbus. But my dad had built his clientele up in Cleveland, so he'd be in Cleveland from like Sunday to maybe Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. But he'd come back, and he told me one time, he said, "Man, sometimes I pull over on the side of the road and I cry because I miss y'all so much." I'm
Mm.
looking like, bro, bro, you cry? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what at the time, you know what I'm saying? I'm a kid. That's what I, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I got out of it. I'm like, bro, you cry? You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, um, and I dissect that story and I become a man, it shows me like, even if you got to shed some tears, sometimes that comes with doing what you got to do for your family. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Just because it's going to make you shed tears, that doesn't mean that that's still not what's required of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's physically and metaphorically. You know what I mean? Like you got to cry tears to get this job done. That's just what it is. But just because you know the responsibilities and the tasks that you have as a man comes with like a downside. Basically, that's the nuts and bolts of it. What I got from it is just because that comes with some downside, that don't negate what it is of you doing what you got to do.
Mm. No, that's good. And that, I'm not sure if y'all saw this too. Chris Paul just actually had a moment like that on somebody's podcast where he was looking back at all that he compromised, on his journey of becoming who
Yeah,
he became, but to provide for his family, and like he caught a moment on the podcast. I think he almost shed a tear just thinking about the stuff that he did miss in the process. Because he said it
yep,
was an old video or something. It was an old video or something. Somebody, I think it's his brother or somebody was talking, and he said, "I'm looking at the video and I'm thinking like, where I'm at in the video." And he said, and then my brother said, "Yeah, if Chris was here, he would have said X, Y, and Z." He was like, "And I missed that moment," and he said it made him just replay all the moments he missed, and it kind of hit different for him.
yeah, I seen that clip because he was like, "This ain't." He said, this ain't supposed to be that type of podcast." Like, well,
Yeah,
it is now, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, man,
it is now. But that just go to show you on all levels though. Um, that that father relationship is so important both ways to the child and to the parent. Um, because you can see like, and maybe I'm being too deep with this. It was almost like he was weighing up, like, okay, for all that time that I missed, was it worth it for what I got out of basketball? And I think
no,
that's kind of
real,
like, you know what I'm saying, where that regret came in. Like, all right, in hindsight, now I see like all the sacrifices that I made and all the things that I missed didn't add up to what I got out of my basketball career. And I think
winning
that's
the
what
championship, basically.
young, we can't hear you. No, you got that. You brought some of that water in your backpack, didn't you?
There you go, man. Uh-oh.
No, we can't hear you.
Strikes
Tap,
again.
tap your mute button, turn your mute button on, and then turn it off again, just to make sure. Mm-mm. We don't know what happened to EJ. We think EJ done got swallowed in that water.
Yeah, he said it's over with. Bro said I ain't feeling good. Once y'all got three of y'all on here, I'm gone. Have a good show.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Oh,
Somebody let me know when this thing wrap up. You know what I'm saying?
right, man, for real, man.
Nah.
It's bad, yo. We trying
And
to
we
really live to this
uh,
point.
yeah, and we don't know where our main man, creative director, producer of the year, EJ went to. He
Boy,
ain't taught nobody how to do the autopilot or nothing.
that boy doing sign language. He looking like a ventriloquist over there,
Can you
mouth
hear me?
moving. We can't hear
Hey,
nothing.
Can y'all
hold
hear me
on.
now?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
You know, I was about to
Nah,
be
you
on my
good. So
remember like I was about to be on my Jamie Foxx. Remember what he say? This is some bull, man.
nah, but we was circling back and we was asking what's the best thing your dad taught you, or one of the best things your dad taught you.
Um, one of the best things that my father taught me, I would have to say one of the best things that my father taught me probably was how to take care of your family. How to have your, like, as a man, like your children didn't ask to be here. So not only did your children not ask to be here, like being able to take care of them, you know what I'm saying, provide, be a protector, cover them, you know. Um, don't get me wrong, my father was real crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, is it
Real
is it just me or is AJ real choppy right now? Can anybody hear him clearly?
Nah, that boy over there like chopper style, chopper style, chopper style.
AJ's service is terrible.
Hey,
Chop
I
chop,
ain't I
come
ain't
on.
gonna I ain't gonna lie. When EJ popped back in, the first thing I thought of and heard was Cleve voice talking about, "Hey, it's Kunta Kinte."
Hey, I ain't want to interrupt AJ, but I was about to hit him with the "What's up, brother? You a little late for the Christmas pageant."
Listen, bro, I
Only
was
reason I
hunting
did
down
that, I
some
ain't want to interrupt
ibuprofen,
AJ.
bro. I was hunting down ibuprofen, but then I was listening to y'all the whole time till somebody called my card, said that boy waited until we got three or more years to build. I
Had to pick and
said,
roll once it
oh,
hit the
they done
3 game
figured out
winning.
the game.
Try to pick and roll out the back door. All right, AJ, check your mic real quick and see if you still. Uh-oh.
I just
Boom,
think it
boom,
off Wi-Fi.
boom.
I'm like, it's
I think it's your Wi-Fi, bro.
tripping.
On that
Can
charter.
you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it is it still choppy?
Nope, you good now.
No, all I was saying though was if I could think of one thing that my father taught me, it would just basically be just to take care of your family, be a protector, be a provider, you know, allow them to lean on you, carry the load, you know. And that's why, one of my favorite sayings is, God never put more on you than you can handle, so my children ain't asked to be here, In my life, I was able to pick one person, and that was my spouse, my wife, and she chose me to. So just being able to do life for her, just trying to live out my father's name, being named after my father, that means something, like even now I don't even like when people call me Alan, most people just call me AJ because I won't answer the Alan because I felt like my father had the utmost
AJ,
respect
you
for me,
drowning. That baby.
So I gotta stay in one spot.
You ain't got no
Chop,
headphones?
chop, 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 chop. Zero.
hmm
Let my boy go ahead and handle that.
Man. That boy be kicking people out like Martin, bro.
It was inevitable. It was about to happen, bro. I'm like, y'all already know. His phone was about to go black.
Someone let my boy go handle that. Man,
Hey, man, go take you a time out real quick and come back.
yeah. Get that boy with the
Because we
Sandman
was
hook.
being patient with it, though. Like,
Y'all was being so
Man, I
y'all was
was
so
wondering.
patient.
yeah.
I give y'all got good kudos for me. Nah,
Man, he was
nah.
talking
It
about his
was just
It was
dad.
it
because
was
of the
like
Y'all
a
ain't
content
jump
of what he
in.
was talking about. I don't want to say nothing.
yeah, but I feel like he
Yeah,
was
I'm like,
saying some
oh
Oh,
good things
man, I
man.
about
think,
his dad. I didn't want it to be missed.
yeah,
That's why I was giving so much grace, but it was only so much that it was going to work out. He going to be salty whenever he get back in here.
Yeah,
hmm.
he'll be all right though. Now, what was y'all talking about though?
What's
Last
the uh,
question
what's
we
the best
had.
thing that your father ever taught you?
Mm, Man, my dad used to always tell us. He used to carry around like a paper plate and be like, "Listen, as life goes on, like some things come off your plate easier than others, but life is
Mm,
still gonna keep putting a whole bunch of stuff on your plate, and you gotta learn how to organize and prioritize it. What's on your plate? Certain things go down better ate first. You know what I mean? Um, and how to make room for other things on your plate." And
mm,
so that's like to me, that's always been like one thing that stuck with me is just how he just always just showed us how to prioritize life and how life wasn't going to stop, and that the small thing that what a big thing that you feel like you're going through now, you're going to end up going through something even bigger than that. To put my energy and strength into the Lord, He'll take care of you.
bro, that plate line, that's a bar right there because when you said that, I got to thinking about that's anything from people to emotions. Like that things don't
Yeah,
come off your plate as easy. Man, listen, some relationships take a while to get out of you, or they leave residue, or a job, or if you got something like grief on your plate, or if you I don't know if y'all seen the news or heard the news about Chris Johnson having ALS, like something like that. Um, you know what I'm saying, being added to your plate. You know what I'm saying, for his wife and for his kids, that changes the whole household. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So to the point you made or to the line you said earlier, bro, that's some things come off your plate a lot easier than others, and then some stuff once it get on your plate, it becomes the
It's
plate,
on
like
there.
it don't leave. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I think the crucial part was that things as life goes on, if you don't take care of the things that's easy and the things that's manageable, then your plate just going to overhaul. And he used to always use a paper plate. So he'd be like, if I keep putting all this on there, eventually this plate gonna break. So just as much as stuff you get on your plate, you gotta manage that plate. So it might be a lot
Capacity.
easier to just go ahead and eat the applesauce first before, dipping into the steak.
That's tough.
So yeah,
I think AJ back.
yeah.
Let me get him right.
All right.
I don't know if I want to bring you back in. He look
Nah,
angry.
he'll be
Hey,
all right.
if it sound any signs of choppiness, bro, we kicking you right back out.
Dang, dang.
you you
EJ,
You
in
were
you
fix
in
your
saying
there
some
platform.
now.
you were saying some good things, man. We ain't want to
EJ, fix your platform.
My platform. This is not my platform. Platform I use. It looks like everybody else is straight though. Like
Man, you got an echo
reoccurring
now.
week by week. AJ just need a new phone. We about to go in and get the collection plate passed around so he can get you a new phone.
I'm a repeated offender. I can't wait to see the bloopers. The bloopers gonna be crazy.
The
Yeah.
we gonna finish it up with this last question though. What's a legacy that you intentionally are building um in your household with your family with your kids?
That we be
Mhm.
there for each other. That we always support each other. We always talk to each other in love and respect. We may not agree with each other all the time, but we will respect each other. And
Mm,
I kind of got them different for like each one of my kids. Like Cass, her being the oldest, I'm teaching her if something ever happens to me and your mother, you got to take care of your siblings. You know what I'm saying? Like I want you to always protect them. If they ever need a house to be able to, if you need to house your brother or sister, give them a bed to sleep in, put a roof over their head. You know what I'm saying? If they need a hot meal, let them know that they can always come to your house and get a meal. Um, 8-3. I'm teaching him always respect your sisters. Not only just respect your sisters, respect women. Period. Be there for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna always be here. You know, so uh, always open up the door for them when they are out. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not around, open up the door for them. You know what I'm saying? Don't never let your sister pump their own gas. Like make sure you holding your sister hand when she crossing the street. Make sure you like when you walk into the bus, make sure she gets on the bus before you. You know what I'm saying? Like she walks in front of you, you cover her back. You know what I mean? You make sure that she's good. Um, my youngest daughter, you know what I'm saying? Always listen to your elders.
hey, that swallow was so loud, EJ.
Man, bro. I thought it was just me. This
Nah, I'm like,
I'm going to mute myself.
my fault, y'all.
Hey, that
That boy had a
sound
whole
man. That sound
commercial in the middle of what you were saying.
man. That sound like the at the beginning on the new edition. If it isn't love video, when that boy was in there drinking it and they warm up before the
But no, for the most part, that was all. Just you know what I'm saying, just teaching them all different little things, different tangibles that they're gonna be able to take on in life and different things like that.
That's dope. You had him broke down though to in tears. You know what I'm saying? Because it can look different. But for everybody
For
age
sure.
group, it's always gonna be one foundation piece that everybody adheres to. But the fact that you know what I'm saying, like you say, breaking them down to each one, that's dope. Um, with mine, I mean, other than the spiritual side of things, I mean, we always heavy on the faith around here. Like that's one thing I love about my kids that we set the foundation enough to the point where now I just random like we got my niece here, but it'd be random nights. I'll just walk by Kenley room. She be in the room having little Bible studies with her little brother and sister, and now my niece. You know what I'm saying? She asking
Mm,
them, "What did y'all hear? What y'all hear? We just read," like that type of stuff. And I don't even go in. I mind my business. I just kind of sit and listen to the conversation. So that right there just it kind of God allows me to witness that to help me just kind of say, all
mm,
right, keep doing what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? But also try to make sure that burden ain't heavy on her as the oldest sibling too. Like make sure she got her time and her space, when she need to be, because she always trying to do for them. So we try to make sure she get to wiggle how she wants to a little bit without them around, have her own space. And like I said, just kind of tears it up too, like with the kids, man. Each one of them needs something different. But also as a husband, just letting them see what what I'm saying, how me and my wife conduct ourselves and just trying to keep everything together. Because my kids don't know, they don't know not having a mom and a dad married. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I heard them asking somebody else in the summer camp, like, "Is your mom and dad divorced, or is your mom? I've never seen your dad." Da da da. Like, because they don't know nothing else but me and my wife being together. So, and that's the goal to keep it that way. But also just preparing them for whatever life might throw at them, man, because it ain't gonna always just be that way they expect it to be. So it's just teachable moments, man. I be trying to be like the Cosby Show around here. Whenever a teachable moment pop up, we park there and try to address it so that everybody can get the lesson based on whatever their age group is.
Mm.
That's dope. I like it.
EJ, what's one of the things you trying to leave for your boys?
I would say the main thing is that they got all you got is each other. I'm always like preaching that to them. I think, me growing up with seven brothers, my dad always just honed into us like when we gone, like we gone. And the only people you got is the ones that you have right now. And so, just preaching closeness to them, even in their disagreements, even in the fact that they are night and day, that y'all not always gonna be alike, but y'all all each other got. And so, make sure that y'all represent the best way you can. Don't ever let nobody think they can get in between what y'all got going on, especially like arguing and fighting in front of other people. If you need to correct your brother behind closed doors. Um, but never correct your brother in front of somebody else, because just lets people know that y'all can be divided. And I just remember that you got a last name that you got to represent. Y'all men, so y'all gonna be able to pass on that last name, and keep God first. So everything that they do.
It's a solid, excuse me, that's a solid foundation to pass down. Especially like that, especially like that part where you said don't do that in front of company. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
that exposes the chink in the armor. Uh, that's a good principle to pass down for sure.
yeah.
But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's been it. Father's Day edition. Checking in with the gang. That was episode 43. Comment, like, subscribe, share it, repost it, watch the whole episode, text it to your group chat, all those things. You know what I mean? But this is the Chop Shop, episode 43. As they say in churches, if all hearts and minds is clear.
Amen.
We out.
We out.
Amen.
It's on.
Yeah, I so that's it right there.